This right here, hardball question, career ending right now. Do you like Taylor Swift? This right here, hardball question. This right here, hardball question.
I don't like Taylor Swift, but not for the typical reason. I mean, like, the music I don't really care for in general. She low-key had a few bangers though. I can't even lie. What was it? I Knew You Were Trouble. I heard that for the first time in like 10 years. This summer with my brother, because he's more into like the white girl pop. Like he's into like, it's funny as our taste, like we have similar music tastes, but then he'll go into like the white girl, like the 2000s white girl pop, the like country bro, like Noah Khan folk stuff, which is cool. But anyway, we like play that song out of nowhere, and I'm just like, it's actually fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate it. There's some songs of hers that I really don't like, but I think for me the main thing I don't like about her is she's an evil billionaire that is trying to ruin other artists' ability to climb the charts, and every time another female artist drops a new album, she goes and releases another shitty fucking reissue of her shitty album, where now the cover is pink instead of fucking bronze, and now all her fans eat it up, and yeah, I think she's very. I'm not a huge fan of that, honestly. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Do you like Taylor Swift?
I think my main issue with her is that I know of 2 songs that I will not admit openly that I like of hers, and that's it. Most of her songs I think are garbage. I think her fan base is really annoying to deal with, and I think she has become more of a, take photos of me celebrity who's famous just because they used to be famous instead of actually doing something worth being famous for. And I think she kind of takes advantage of that a little too much.
Before I respond to that, real masculinity is admitting your favorite Taylor Swift songs and not being ashamed of it. So
I don't want to admit them because they're kind of cringe. I'll admit though, "Toxic" by Britney Spears.
not a controversial take at all, bud. But
okay, I'll admit them, but "Fight Song" and another one that I can't remember the name of.
"Fight Song."
Yeah.
I mean, you're in luck that it's not even a Taylor Swift song. So
it's not a Taylor Swift song?
It's not a Taylor Swift song.
That's not. Oh my god! I thought that was.
I don't know who. To be fair though, it's. I think it's one of those like one-hit wonder types. I don't know who wrote "Fight Song," honestly.
And then I can't remember this. There was another song by hers that was like it was pretty good. The reason I liked "Fight Song" so much was there's these guys named the Piano Guys, and they did a wonderful cover of it.
Piano Guys. Why is that name? Are they like a YouTube group or something?
They're 2 guys on YouTube. One of them is on the piano, one of them is on the cello, and they used to be popular back in like their peak era was 2013 through like 2017, but they're still popular-ish. And oh my god, those guys know how to play, because like the guy on the cello will be doubling cello and percussion, like he'll be doing like drums and shit on the cello. He's a magician. And then the guy on the piano is also a magician. His fingers make Barry Allen jealous, and then both of them somehow manage to play in below zero temperatures, high elevate. I don't know how they do it, but they will be anywhere but the studio when recording.
I'm surprised they can even do like the instruments wouldn't even like be affected by the temperature and whatnot. Damn.
I think they did one of their songs. They did the music for. They went to the southern tip of like Argentina or something, and they found like one of those really iced over spots, and they waited until like dawn, or like not dawn, like afternoon, and it was freezing, and you could see their faces were red. They're like, and one of the guys had a little saliva. It was frozen on his face. They were just jamming out. It was amazing.
That's dedication, bro. That's actually dedication. Holy shit. Related to what you were saying though, I mean, I agree. The thing is, like, I feel like it's a weird, it's almost like a not a paradox, but it's strange because, like, she is probably more famous than she's ever been, weirdly enough. Like, her fan base is, dude, if you have a fan base that's willing to buy 20 fucking variants of a vinyl of the same album, and there's the only difference is the artwork, like, that's, I mean, I understand why she's a billionaire, even though, yuck. But it is a thing though where, like, I guess for me, why it doesn't bother me so much is more so just because, like, and maybe it's not a great thing how scattered music is nowadays in terms of, like, you can just like the algorithm just kind of gives you what you want and you don't have to worry about, like, other stuff. But because of that, like, I kind of just listen to what I'm listening to, and I've never, like, I don't think I've looked at the Hot 100 in terms of, like, what's popular, or even heard most of the songs on the Hot 100 maybe since I was like 15. Like, it's been a very long time, which is a good thing because I've heard some very cool music, and I know that I'm not a huge fan of whatever usually gets to the cream of the crop over there. Also, because a lot of the numbers are inflated either way, so, like, it's not even an accomplishment anymore to be in the Hot 100.
It's like the New York best-selling book thing. Like, every book that comes out, New York bestseller, New York bestseller.
Literally that, dude. Like, at a certain point, like, if you want to get to that level, that's why, honestly, too, like, why when you ask, like, the red carpet thing, I don't think I even really think about that level of fame, because, like, if you want to get there, you gotta, like, have fucking 2 million bots coming from Turkey, rating the chart numbers and stuff. It's just like, I don't even find it impressive like that anymore. But because of that, like, because of not me not even paying attention to that stuff, like, I guess it doesn't bother me as much. But I understand though.
All right, final question. As I am sure you are a very busy man.
All good.
Actually, these are just kind of like two questions in one. Why the mustache? And what is your favorite, like, facial hair thing that you want to or have done?
Why the mustache? Literally, I think I mentioned it in the Q&A. The mustache was completely, like, it just caught on, and I just stuck with it because it was doing numbers. But, like, there was a period last year, like at the very beginning of last year, I'm a Weeknd fan and also, like, a John Lennon Beatles fan, and I really like both their mustaches, particularly, like, the Weeknd when he was in, like, his After Hours phase, and people were calling him, like, El Fin de Semana, and they were doing, like, the Mexican remixes of that was tough though. I feel like he should have delved into that more, but I thought that was so tough. And I was at that age, like, I turned 20 and I'm like, dude, I can wear a mustache now without it being weird, because, you know, I'm in my teens. Like, dude, I'm an adult now, like, what are we talking about? So I let it grow, and I was, like, posting TikToks for, you know, whatever song I was promoting, and it was just like, at a certain point, people just identify me with, like, oh, he's the mustache guy that makes psychedelic music. And low-key, I mean, when I started seeing, like, fan art where people, like, the focus wasn't the mustache, but, like, obviously the interesting thing in the drawing was, like, here's this guy with a mustache. I'm just like, dude, for marketing sake, why not? My family fucking hates the mustache. It's funny as hell. Like, I mean, most of them aren't really fans of facial hair to begin with, but every time I'll get a Mexican joke or two when I come back home, you know. My brother, it's funny, I don't even care. It's funny is that my brother called me yesterday. We were just talking about life or whatever, and he was like, coming home when he got home, and my grandparents and my parents were there, and they're like, "Daddy, who are you talking to? Who's that Mexican guy?" Like they didn't even like for a second they didn't even register it was me, and so I'm just like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's how I started it. It just caught on, and I kept it. What was the second question? Sorry.
And what kind of facial hair thing? I mean, now that you've said it, I kind of feel like this is, you've already kind of answered it. But what is your favorite facial thing that you want to do or have done?
I mean, I low key, I don't want to have facial hair is the thing. Like, I like the mustache. But then I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I look significantly older than I am, and I do want to like retain my youthful, just feeling youthful until, I can worry about not looking youthful when I'm 30, but being like turning 21 in like a few days, I don't. I still want to feel young. But in terms of like facial hair, I guess I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the really wacky, like weird mustaches with like the twirls and stuff like that. Like, unless you're Dali, which is like that's another Spanish surrealist whose identity is related to his mustache. So I guess I'm following my country's lineage. But I feel like every person I've met with like a quirky mustache has always like made me feel very uncomfortable. Just their personality. They look like they act like cartoon characters, and I don't want to be a cartoon character.
Well, don't worry. You seem very, very real. So you're on the right track.
Soy un real, macho. I'm a real, fuck yeah. That's sick.
I know what you mean when you say your family doesn't like it, because like my facial hair thing, it's growing back because I shaved it recently, but they hate it. I don't know what it is. Everyone who's related to me that's like, the generation before me is like, oh, you shouldn't have facial hair, young man. And I'm like, I pay my own bills. I own my own house.
Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. For me, like at this point, it's just like my family, like Spanish families are just like they're just some characters, honestly. Like I don't even take it that seriously, and I feel like maybe it's just me having I feel like maybe if I had like a goatee or something, low key, I feel like I wouldn't mind having a goatee. I just think like my issue is my facial is very thick. And for whatever reason, I'm not able to do like the French sort of like I would like to like lower it a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I don't even need to have a goatee. I don't fucking know. It's a more complicated endeavor for me. But
I'm trying to get like the perfect facial hair for a goatee. Like I feel like I'm being a little obsessive over my facial hair recently. But like I want to get one of those like pointy like pyramid, kind of, not like Pharaoh things, but I just want to like out here pointy, and then I just want to have like the fucking not news reporter stash, but you get the flat like down stash, right? And that goes from here to here, and then you just got like the pointy goatee kind of thing right there, and then maybe some stuff.
How long are we talking with the length though?
I'm not sure. Probably.
Damn. Maybe not the goatee I would get, but that's the beauty of. There's the beauty of different looks, dude.
I switch up all the time. I mean, like last time I had like just normal beard, and then after this, I think I'm just gonna like shave the chin area, and I'm just gonna get like mutton chops. Try that out.
That could be hard, bro. Like that's sick.
Then I'm gonna do the I am going to do the twirling mustache thing, because that's something I've always wanted to do since I've been a kid. Just like have a mustache to go.
Dude, every time I see someone with that, it reminds me of like I feel like they watch Hazbin Hotel. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're dude, that is a show that my friend showed me as a joke that I wish I never saw. That is like I try to be positive with like art and all that. Fuck that show. don't like it at
I
all.
swear to, and I get so much shit for not liking, like, I openly don't talk about it, but like, I get so much shit for not liking that, especially since I'm like into drawing and animation and stuff. I'm like, how could you not like this? The writing's bad, the characters are crude, and it's not my thing.
I don't feel like I'm very chronically online, or at least compared to like, you know, certain people and whatnot. Every time I see anything related to that, or like I've only ever seen it because my friend puts it on as a joke, but because of that, then I'll get like my algorithm, like the typical like obsessed fans like start crying during like reactions, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm too far in a space where I don't belong, and I'm very uncomfortable now. I just want to listen to my Brian Wilson and be happy. No.
I feel like how I think my parents felt when I started getting into all this art stuff, like, you damn youngins, you don't know what good media is anymore. I can't understand half of what they're saying. Slang is alien to me. I feel like I'm speaking old English sometimes.
That is a show that's actually cringe-inducing. Like, I actually, like, it's difficult to sit through. I'm not gonna lie. Good adult cartoon, Smiling Friends. That's
it's good. They somehow managed to mix comedy and characters. Like, they don't feel like they're surface level, you know?
I mean, the joke is that like they talk like just a regular, like they're having a regular human conversation, and it, like, I don't know why I find that super funny. Also, just like the different art styles that they do in just different episodes. Even the sound design is different. Like, I'll know, like, in some episodes, I'm just like, how do you do this, bro? I don't know if it's the last episode or the one where like Charlie just goes on like a psychedelic trip. Like, I told my friend, like, that's quite, like, I'm not even exaggerating. They got it on the money. Like, it is so accurate. It's insane. I actually was like a bit, like, I felt a bit queasy watching, because I'm like, dude, what? Like, I don't even know.
I think personally, when it comes to, I don't know about you, if you're big into anime, I feel like this. Would you permit me one more, my good sir?
You nerd out, bro. I nerded out about fucking random styles of music, bro. You can go ahead, man.
Okay. There's this show. It has a sequel show as well, which sucks a lot, and I was very disappointed. But it's called Castlevania, and it's
like a video game.
Yeah, it's from the video game, but they made a show out of it on Netflix. And I don't know if you're into anime and all that. I personally am not. But what I loved about Castlevania was it wasn't anime. It was animation, and a lot of the art style was more rigid. There was more like matte and gray color tones. What I loved the most was they treated the animation like they were doing a live action thing. So the camera angles and all that. It was like they were just animating over, not rotoscoping, but like animating over a real life show, right? Nothing was too out of the ordinary. The sword play was actual fencing. I mean, and then the dialogue and the way the characters spoke, it's like how I think closest I can put it is like Breaking Bad, with how when they exaggerated character emotions, it wasn't like character is surprised, they gasp, close up of their face, rosy cheek, big eyes, right? It was a lot. Yeah, it was, like I said, it's like they treated it like it was a live action show, and I loved it because of the fact that I didn't have to suspend my disbelief for how the characters were acting as much as I usually have to.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind checking it out for sure. Like, anime is another thing where I feel like it's such a deep community that, like, it feels, I don't know if I'm like super interested in like diving into it so thoroughly, but like my best friend is super into it. Another ex-girlfriend of mine was really into Attack on Titan, and low-key, like, I was really enjoying the few seasons I've seen of it. I mean, I would definitely check out Castlevania then. Just because I the name is familiar, so, you know.
Yeah. Just make sure it's Castlevania and not Castlevania Nocturne, because Castlevania Nocturne is when they were like, oh wow, Castlevania was successful. What if we take away all of the things that made it good?
Yeah.
So,
fair enough. Fair enough. I'll avoid that then.
Castlevania's 4 seasons. Each episode is like 20 minutes, and each season has like 4 episodes. So it's very short, and it's very sad because I wanted there to be more.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's how I felt with Twin Peaks, honestly. Like 2 seasons, well, 3 technically wasn't enough. I get you.
Well, I think this was a good interview.
I enjoyed it quite a bit, man. Thank you so much for having me on. Wow, that sentence just left me. I'm gonna have to, like, off, well, I gotta